Good afternoon, learners. You are welcome to English Class Teach. I remain my humble self, Mr. Jan. Thank you, those of you that are following my channel. The topic I took yesterday based on the levels of linguistic analysis, where we explain how a sentence is being formed. That is, before you can form a sentence, you must understand the element of alphabet, that is A to Z, A, B, C to Z. Then from A, B, C to Z, then you'll be able to form what we call morpheme, which is the smallest meaningful unit of a language. Then where we have free morpheme and bound morpheme, then when you'll be able to form morpheme, you form what we call a word. Then when you form word, you'll be able, by using alphabet, then when you form word, you'll be able to form what we call phrase. Then a phrase, you'll be able to form what we call the clause. Then I taught you what is clause, that is a group of words with a subject and a predicate, that is a verb. Then we look at the various formulations of clauses. Then when you be able to form clause, then you can form a simple and correct sentence, because a sentence is a group of words that contains a what? A meaningful thought. That it has a complete thought. That is what is a sentence is about. Today, we are going to take a topic from that yesterday class, which is a phrase. You are laughing at me. It's like a phrase is just yes class work. No, phrase has a lot of difficult aspects in which we are going to take one after the other today. Now, phrase. Phrase. What is a phrase? We know that a phrase is a group of words without a subject or a predicate. A phrase, a group of words without a subject or predicate. Example, look at the word on the table. On the table. There's no performing, there's nothing is performing an action here, and nothing is receiving the action. So this is just a group of words. Can you see on, preposition, the, article, and table, a noun. Another example, like a group of words like ipe, high, high school, ipe, Akoko, Ondo State. This is a phrase. This is a phrase. It's not a clause, and neither a sentence. If you look at it, it's just full of, now and now, majorly now. But here now, the major head word here is school. This one, they are just kind of functioning as modifier. And like this one is also functioning as qualifier. They are talking about school. Which school? The high school. Where? In Ikwiakoko. Which state? In Ondo State. So the real noun word here is a noun. So this group of words is referred to as a phrase. Now, let's look at the element of, the types. Let's look at the type before we look at the elements. And we are talking about the type of examples of noun phrase. I made mention of it yesterday, and I said we have noun phrase. Noun phrase, we'll be taking it one after the other. Number one, we are considering this noun phrase. Noun phrase. What is a noun phrase? A noun phrase is a group of words that is headed by a noun. That is headed by a noun. A group of words that is headed by a noun referred to as what? As a noun phrase. Like the example I gave the other time, Ipe High School. Let me write it now. Ipe High School. Ipe Akoko, Ondo Ondo State. Can you see now? The noun here, actually, Ipe is a noun. High is just an adjective. Ipe here is a noun. I mean school, noun. School, noun. Ipe, noun. Akoko, noun. Ondo, noun. State, noun. But the real noun that is heading this group is this school. This school. If you remove this school, the remaining one will not have any meaning. Like Ipe High School, Ipe High, Ipe Akoko Ondo State, by removing school. So the school here is head word. That's what the definition says. A noun is a group of words, that is headed by a noun. Another example, the man. This is a group of words here now. The man. So the man here is the head word here, which is a noun. So that is why this group of words is what? A noun phrase. The last example before I move forward, under the noun phrase, we have another one like the wonderful women. The wonderful women. Now, the head word here now is the women here. The women here is the wonderful, is the what? The noun phrase, because it is the one heading this group. If you remove the women here, the remaining two words here will not have any meaning at all. That is why I say the beautiful words. The beautiful, no, this beautiful is automatically an adjective that is talking about the women here. So here is just introducing the particular, that is a definite article, the particular women referring to here. So these are what we refer to as noun phrase. Come again, that a noun phrase is a group of words that is headed by a noun. So I gave this number one example, says Ipe High School, Ipe Akoko, Ondo State. Then we have the man. Then we have the wonderful women. So these are the examples of noun phrase. Now let's look at the elements. The element, please pay attention to this place. It's very important for you to identify and be able to, make use of the element the way it's supposed to be used. We are talking about element of noun phrase. Element of noun phrase. Element of noun phrase. Now, what are the elements of noun phrase? That is what we consider in identifying a group of words that has to do with noun phrase. That is what we refer to as element of noun phrase. Number one, there we have what we call modifier. That is modifier. This modifier sometimes can be determinant, either modifier or they have the same function. So we use small letter M to identify any word that has to do with modifier here. Number two, we have what we call head word. Head word. Taking small letter H. That is number two. The last one here, we have a qualifier. Qualifier. So taking small letter Q. So these are the three elements of noun phrase. Take note. The three elements of noun phrase. We have modifier, don't forget. We have head word, then we have qualifier. Now, out of these three elements, it is only one that is germane, very important. If you want to make a group of words that has to do with noun phrase, that you must consider. It can stand alone and be referred to as a noun phrase. So, if you one way or the other omit this The very important one among the elements, the group of words we made may not be noun phrase. Now, the modifier is optional. You like to put modifier. It's just to modify. Why the head word is compulsory. Compulsory, that is very necessary. Why this also qualifier is also optional. So you discover that head word is the most valuable and very important element among the elements of noun phrase. So head word, head word. So the qualifier, the modifier, that is to say, modifier modifies head word. Why qualifier qualifies head word. So this one come to talk about this, and this one also come to talk about this. Are you going with me? So that is what we refer to as element of noun phrase. Now, this now the noun phrase, this element, the qualifier here also has its own element. While the remaining one has no element, that is modifier has no element. Likewise, head word has no element. But qualifier here has its own element, which is very important to take note of now. We are talking about the qualifier element. We refer to P, small letter P, and small letter C. Small letter P and small letter C for qualifier. That small letter P represents prepend. Prepend. While small letter C represents completive. So, can you see it? That is to say, when we are talking about prepend, we simply refer to preposition. When you hear prepend, means what? Preposition. Are you getting me? So, the element of qualifier is what? PC. What I say? PC. That is the element of qualifier. Then prepend here has no further element, but completive also has its own elements. So completives goes forward to pick the element of noun phrase. So definitely we are now having under the completive, we also have M, H, Q. Coming back to the element of noun phrase. Are you getting it? So completive has MHQ. Now let's come back to this place. Just like modifier, head word, qualifier, then qualifier has another element, which is what? What it is P stands for? Okay. Prepend then has no further element, as modifier and head word have no further element. Likewise, the completive here has its own element, which is also what? MHQ. Then likewise here too, it's just continue like that. PC. That is, this one will also come like this. MHQ. Just like that, like that. Depends on the numbers of the elements used. Let me just bring it in a tree diagram. In grammar, we call it tree diagram. So I said a group of noun phrase comprises of modifier. We can have 5, 6, 7 modifiers, which is M, but we can only have what? One head word. We may have M, 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 H. Then qualifier, we have it at the first line. We have more than one qualifier, but not on the same line. So look at the elements now. So modifier, let me remove the free M. So we have MHQ. Don't forget that M stands for what? Modifier. H stands for what? Head word. YQ stands for what? Qualifier. So, and I said that qualifier has another element. What are these elements? You remember, we have small letter P and C. And then the P stands for what? P stands for what? Prepend. That is preposition. Any word of preposition. That is a group of words starts with preposition. That is what we refer to as qualifier. They usually start with preposition, something like with, on, before, all these things, after, though. So they are what? Preposition here. So, and I say that this C, you remember what I call C? That is a completive. Completive. See? So the C now has its own element again. And the elements has to do with what? M, H, Q. It's possible we also have another words that we take this Q again, which is P and C. And the C we also take what? M, H, Q. That is M, H, Q. These are the elements and the formulation of the tree diagram of noun phrase. So this is how you can identify noun phrase. Now let me give example using words to identify this example or the illustration I've given so far. I believe you are following me. English is very simple. Just pay attention carefully and let your mind be here. Don't just watch. Don't just watch. And don't try to fetch out errors. But try to get what is going on here. So let's go. Like the word, the man. The man. So the element of the man, this is a noun phrase. The element of the man here is M, what? H. M, H. M, H. That is modifier, what? Third word. Then another example, like the tall, dark man before you. Before you. The tall, dark man before you. Here, now, what is the head word? Don't forget the definitions of noun phrase. The definitions of noun phrase says a group of words that is headed by what? By a noun. Now, what is the noun here, the real noun in this group of words? That is, here we have the tall, dark man before you. So you discover that this man is the real noun here, which we refer to as head word. So definitely the head word here and the man here is taking what? Small letter H. So when I told you before H, any other words will be what? Will be M, which is modifier. Modifier. So the modifier sometimes they are not necessary. You can remove them and you have your meaning. That is man before you. Which man? The dark man. Tall dark man. This one is the particular, definite article. Article rather. That is the particular man you are referring to, not every man. A particular man standing before you. So here we have modifier, 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 head word. So before you is qualifier. Before you is qualifier. You remember the element of qualifier? We have it as what? PC. So definitely, and the P is what? Prepend. And what is prepend? Preposition. And what is this before? Is what? Preposition. You here is what? It's a noun. It's a noun. So here is taking C. So it's come like this. Now this one now will be what? Will be only H. Only H. There's no modifier. There's no qualifier. So let me give you another example that will explain more about this. Okay. The collapsed building. The collapsed building in our street. The collapsed building in our street. So if you look at it from this place, you get to know that the collapsed building in our street. The real noun here is building, which is head word. So the collapse here is not a verb. Here is functioning as what? As an adjective. So here we have H coming on this. This one will be modifier and modifier. So you can remove this one, and the group of words we still have what we call meaning. Look at it. The building in our street. Can you see? Then we also have the the collapsed building. Those which building? The one that collapsed in our what? In our streets. Are you getting it? In our streets. So here, no, we have modifier, head word. Now after head word, what we have? Qualifier. So qualifier has its own element, which is P and what? And C. So P goes to what? Preposition. Can you see it? P is what? It's also known as what? Prepend. Now, here we now have an MHQ again. Now, here now, this R is just modifier. And the real noun here is what? Is head word. So, they come like this, come like this, come like this. This is what we call noun phrase and their element. So, if you have any question, you can send it to the comment section. You can share and let your friend benefit this class. Tomorrow we continue from where we stop now. Thank you. I remain my humble self, Master John, aka Sergeant Eric. Thank you.